all of a sudden my mind just like only wanted to watch TV and not do anything else. Like my mind valued watching these terrible habits of just watching TV and pretty much, not really thinking about my work. Hey guys, it's Skylar here, back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how you're wired to like certain things. So, okay, have you ever heard the saying, you are what you eat? But the thing is that you're not only what you eat, but what you see, what you listen to, what you consume, the people you hang out with, everything. Every little thing in your life builds up in your subconscious mind. I don't know if you know that, but it is totally true. You literally become everything you are surrounded by, and I didn't really realize that until I started reading self-help books. So if you don't know, I'm a big fan of self-help books. They literally changed my life. It really did. And I just feel like, I don't know if you've ever read self-help books, but I really suggest reading them because your subconscious mind controls 95% of the things you do, and it's really important that you wire your subconscious mind for greatness if you want to achieve more in life and not get unmotivated. So something I realized is that when you start one binge, it keeps multiplying on each other and it leads to more binges. So once you have one bad habit, that bad habit multiplies and leads to even more things. So when I started high school, I was like, I'm not gonna watch TV anymore. When I was younger, I was so addicted to watching TV. My parents actually got rid of cable because I would miss my classes in first grade because I was watching some little kid TV show or something. I was very addicted. My parents watched TV a lot and I would watch it with them at night. So that became like a part of my cycle, part of my routine. But I started high school and I really had this belief that like, oh, I want to achieve so much more in life. I want to be like a tech entrepreneur, biotech entrepreneur. I wanted to be a tech entrepreneur ever since I was 14 years old. And I pretty much discovered all these tech giants of the industry. And when I started learning about business and reading self-help, it really changed my life. I went from being a C average student, just passing my classes, to an A student in high school. So just because I started discovering all these things about the mind, but I'm super obsessed with the mind. So so as with one binge leads to another, I stopped watching TV when I was 14 years old when I started high school. But then this incident happened and my parents had to get a treadmill because this car is following me. Nothing happened to me. I did have to file a police report, but nothing happened to me. I'm fine. I mean, I was like a year and a half ago. I'm fine. So my parents got a treadmill for me to use in the house. So, but the thing is that whenever I walk on the treadmill, I get bored and I was like, oh, I'm just going to turn on the TV, even though I never watched TV. And that got me to start watching TV again. And I started getting addicted to it again. Like I went from zero TV for like 6 years. Like I never watched a single second of television. And like, I was totally fine with it. Like I wasn't addicted at all. And then I start watching it again because I'm on the treadmill and I get like addicted. Like I start watching all these TV shows. I literally finish TV shows in a day. But like I didn't like, I'd always multitask while I'm watching TV shows. And then all of a sudden my mind just like only wanted to watch TV and not do anything else. Like my mind valued watching these terrible habits of just watching TV and pretty much, not really thinking about my work over work. And I had to snap out of it. It took me a while to slowly go back to not watching TV. And it's like I'm still watching a little bit only when I do yoga. So it gets me to do yoga. So, but like I'm still like getting out of it. And so I started walking outside again though, because now I have to bring my husky every time I go because of that incident. And I listen to podcasts and stuff on my walk and motivational videos. And my mind always wants to fight back and listen to like music instead of like these motivational videos. I don't know why. It's just, I think my mind feels like it's easier to consume non-educational content, It's just kind of how the mind works. Like your mind, it's like you want to be successful, but then your mind doesn't want you to be successful because it's scared of you like having these failures, because there's definitely failures to success, unless you're like somehow lucky and you never have a failure, because I've definitely had a lot of failures, a lot of rejections, a lot of things happen in my life. But the thing is that with addictions to things such as TV, you can also become addicted to work. But the question is, how do you get yourself to be addicted to work? You literally like have to think about your work all the time. I put post-its up on my wall of my goals, like I'm gonna launch my app and I really want to buy a condo to move out instead of like renting when I move out, you know? So those are like two huge goals I've had ever since like the condo goal I've had, I think, since I was like 16 or 15 years old. So those are just, I just have to keep motivated daily, remind myself, like I literally have to like push myself to work every day. But like out of getting out the habit of watching TV to push myself, now I'm like really excited to work. Like I wish there were more hours in the day so I could work more and I could achieve my goals even faster. Like I really just, I want to get up early. That's why I love waking up at 4 a.m. So if I wake up later, like even like after 6 p.m., I get sad. Like I feel like I'm not attaining my goals if I wake up after like 6 p.m. Like I have to wake up, but I'm lying chronotype. I don't know what kind of chronotype you are. So like I have to wake up at like 4 a.m. or something like that. Because it makes me feel so much more inspired to wake up early. Like I'm working on my goals while everyone else is sleeping. Like, you know, like while the other guy's sleeping, you're working kind of thing. I don't know if you've ever heard that quote, but just that kind of thing. And I'm just, eventually you will realize that you are so much more happier when you work. Like I feel like mainstream media makes it so you're supposed to consume uneducational things so that the people on the top will achieve more while the other people are just consuming stuff that isn't going to make them more successful, so the people on the top are even more successful while you're just staying where you are, being average, mainstream, you know, kind of thing. Well, not that you're mainstream, but you know what I mean, like you're just kind of same. And then people were like, they'll regret it later in life, like, oh, why didn't I do the things I did? It's because they got used to mainstream habits. Like I believe in deviating from the crowd and never following the crowd. I went to only like a couple parties because my friends, I didn't go to my first party until I was 16 years old, okay? I only went to those because my friends pressured me and it was like New Year's Eve. But like I was not a partier in high school. I've never drunk, I've never smoked, I've never baked before, okay? I am very focused on these goals. So yeah, so and our body really hates being uncomfortable. So your body is used to being in that comfortable habit of, oh, I'm just gonna binge TV, you know, after I work, or I don't know if it's your kind of reward that like you get through your day of work and then you go watch TV. See, I don't know if you have that kind of reward. See, you kind of need to like, I understand people want to relax after work and stuff, but maybe you should like meditate instead or read like a book about like something fun. Like even if you want to consume something like, you know, like fun or something that's uneducational, I suggest reading instead of watching TV, because when you start even reading like fictional books, it will get you to start reading other books like business books and biographies. Like the Elon Musk and Steve Jobs books were super good. I really recommend them. And also stop believing that the baller life is not for you. Anyone can live the baller life. Because some people are like, oh, I can never achieve these things because, you know, I'm not that kind of person and stuff. But you can be that kind of person. You literally just have to rewire your brain to be that kind of person, which I talk about in my video about reprogramming the subconscious mind. You really just have to work really hard. It will get easier. The hardest time is when you start. It gets easier later on, okay? Trust me. So, and you really do have to fight back against yourself. You know, have you ever heard that saying that your biggest enemy is not your enemy, your biggest enemy is yourself. So it's not like another person, it's yourself. You know, because you're the only person who can stop you from doing certain things. Your enemy can try to influence your actions by saying, oh, you'll never get this, you'll never get that. Just ignore them. They can never physically go inside your body and stop you from doing anything. Only you can do that. So you cannot let the words of other people affect what you do. Okay? And you have to keep motivation daily. So I have a few different motivation hacks. So what I like to do is, I change my quote quite a bit, but I put a motivational quote on my wallpaper of my phone, which keeps me motivated. And I also listen to motivational videos. I really love the Mulligan Brothers on YouTube. I'm just recommending them. This isn't sponsored at all, but I've been listening to them since I was like 15, I think, or 16. But they're really good. They make really good videos. I really suggest this. You can just play them in the background while you're like walking or something, getting ready for the day. I really love visioneering in the morning, so I usually visionaire and then I'll listen to like a short, like 3-minute video by them, and I'll just think about my day. And I also love listening to a video like that right before I go to bed. So And another interesting statistic is that, you know how people have all these New Year's resolutions? So supposedly, I think it's like somewhere over 90%, I think it's like 95% of people, or 94 or something, or 92, something like that, stop after 14 days. So after 2 weeks, you will see a lot less people at the gym, which is totally true. I've seen it myself. People usually give up on their goals after 14 days. Or no, 15 days. Okay, it's 14 or 15 days. I'm trying to remember the exact numbers. But yeah, most people will give up. And if you keep going past that, you're gonna succeed so much more in life than other people, because I'm one of those people who just like refuses to give up. Like, I'm not gonna give up. Like, there have been times where I definitely want to give up on my Instagram. I'd get burned out, I'd feel sad, you know, I've definitely felt sad. Other things happening in my life, distractions, I'll just build up. I've just decided to keep going and not give up, because I know I will regret it years from now. When I'm older, I'm gonna be like, I wish I never gave up. I should have never given up myself. Like, you just have to tell yourself that I will not give up on me. You should never give up on yourself. You are around yourself 24/7. You will never leave yourself. The one thing in life you cannot run away from is yourself. You can run away from everything. You can run away from your family, your ex, whoever you're dating, I don't know, anyone, your cat. I mean, I don't want to leave my cat, but like anything in life, you can just leave, but you can never leave yourself, which is why I really take health seriously, and I really see my body as a temple and not like a playground, because I'm going to be living in my life, my body for eternity. I'm going to be living my body for eternity. So, I'm never ever going to trash my body by drinking, smoking, and eating terrible food. I will make another video about how bad food is, because they put corn syrup in a lot of things which your body can't digest, so it's making you fat. High fructose corn syrup, it's just all really bad for you, and I'm really against that stuff. So and I also feel that a lot of people like love motivation, but then they don't like keep with the motivation. Like, you have to keep with the motivation. If you're not staying motivation daily, it will die. Your motivation will die. It's happened to me in the past, because it takes time to build up getting used to motivation. It takes time, okay? And sometimes, like, I don't want to listen to the motivation video, and it still happens today after reprogramming my mind to be reprogramming my mind to love motivation. It still happens today that, oh, I don't want to listen to a motivation video, I'd rather listen to music instead. You have to literally fight yourself. If you're not fighting yourself, then you will fail in life and you will not go anywhere. That's just the reality. If you don't do the work, you will fail. Like, people will be like, oh, Skylar, I'll help my friends and tell them what strategies to do on Instagram, and they don't want to do it because, oh, Skylar, it's too much time, or, oh, you know, it's just too much time. The reality is, if you don't do the work, you're not gonna get the results. Like, that's just the truth. If you don't do any work to get to your goal, it's not gonna happen for you. It's not gonna happen. So, and the number one regret people have on their dying bed is the deathbed is not doing the things that they should have done. Like, people always wish for more time to achieve the goals that they should have done. So, and I've never wanted that to be me. I've always wanted to keep growing. I just really don't want that to be me. I don't want to be one of those people who's like on their deathbed and like, I should have worked more on my goals. I should have become a biotech entrepreneur. I should have done that biotech company. I should have been a tech entrepreneur. Yeah, I don't want to be one of those people who just regrets not doing those things because, you know, I just felt like I didn't have the motivation, or, oh, it was just too much work to work on an Instagram blog, or it was just too much work to figure out how to do finances for a company or anything. Oh, it's just too much work to read a book, and I just much rather just binge watch TV all day. Yeah, don't let that be you. You have to work harder. You have to be harder than your life. That's what it is. And also, do not let the words of one person tear you down. I kind of had some troubles in middle school and high school. People would be mean to me, so shouldn't really talk about that much in this video. But yeah, there are definitely other girls who tried to tear me down. So and you know, I just kept fighting. And who's a micro-influencer now? I am. So anyways, I'm just kidding, guys. It's just it does make me feel better seeing that like I have a lot more followers than them. But anyways, Not that I want to like, I don't know if anyone's gonna get mad at me for that for saying that, but like when you like see people who like tried to destroy you in high school and you're like doing so much better than them, and it's like college, and who knows what's gonna happen after college. Sometimes you just kind of want to start laughing, so and be like, look at me, and be like, it just makes me feel so much better, just like that I didn't let them like tear me down, and I just kept fighting, you know. And so yeah, so don't be one of those people who regrets not doing the things in life. Remember, over 90% of the people quit after 14 days. Just keep fighting. Don't let anyone tear you down. Be you. And thanks for watching this video. I also have that video on reprogramming your subconscious mind, so stay tuned for more. I hope this video helped you.